How goes it, folks? Jolly Yellow talking to you. Before you watch this footage, I just need you to understand one thing. This is the first time I have played Street Fighter Alpha 2 in the better part of 15 years. So don't expect high level play, don't expect evil worthy highlights or anything like that. This is a dude who was low to average beforehand, trying to get his groove back. Thank you. So this here, just for the sake of clarity, this is the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection version of Street Fighter Alpha 2, which if I recall correctly, it's actually the arcade version. Now notice some very minute differences in like the tones used in the music, so that's kind of what gave it away to me. So I can definitely tell this is not the version that came to the PlayStation in the United States back in the late 90s or mid 90s, I think it was. But yes, oh my gosh, the arcade version of this game was a lot more tough than I remember it being. Like, namely Ryu here. This dude is like the Obi-Wan Kenobi of Street Fighter. You'll notice here that he doesn't just like have an overwhelming offense. He has like a studied offense where it's more of drawing you in and then responding. So when you know, miss on something or get a bad input, or he even just sees an opening, he capitalizes on it. Like you'll notice here that he is destroying me with those alpha counters, which I forgot about. But yeah, he didn't forget about them. And then yeah, the Shinkyu Hadoken, you know, classic Ryu super there. It's just, you know, and it's not even, he doesn't just willy-nilly throw it around. He is, you know, he's using it with proper timing. Right there, that ended up being a cheese victory for him because I tried to block it, but I didn't have the energy left over to block it, so still gets a victory for him. Made a mistake and chose the wrong color costume when I picked Ken, but, you know, it's still about the same result. Also, I'll say on my part, I have lost my hand for the inputs in this game. So it's like, I remember the movements, but it's just getting the timing right. Like you'll notice that in a lot of these cases where I'm doing like an in-close light punch or a light kick, that is actually a failed attempt at me trying to get a super move off or super combo in this game. So, you know, trying to go for Ken's, you know, listen, fireball motion with a kick to get the Shinyuken, which is like the corkscrew that goes straight up, and then you've got the fireball motion with a punch that's supposed to do Shoryori Pa, which is the kind of the, you know, carry him, that right there, to the side with the punch button, but then he immediately comes back with the alpha counter and just kills me with it. And, you know, so a lot of those attempts there you'll see where I'm just throwing in even that bad timing and he takes me out with a throw. But yeah, and mind you, when I started this recording, I forgot to turn the recording on, so I actually missed like my first 2 attempts at trying to defeat him, and those went even worse. This is kind of where I'm getting my competence back, but I'm still missing some obvious stuff there. So, you know, just most of it is poor inputs. Like I'm in there, I have the opening, I have the opportunity, and then I just don't get that input correctly, and then he nails with the alpha counter, and you'll notice he gets those alpha counters left and right. But, you know, I got a good dragon punch there. And then you'll see where it's like, again, trying to get those inputs in correct. And right there. And I beat him with the Shinyuken, but it was a cheese where it's like he would have blocked it if he had the life left to block it. And let's see. Mostly with those kicks, I'm just, you know, trying to get in there, make it somehow. A couple of those, I'm actually going for the hurricane kick, but again, I'm just not getting those inputs. I'm trying to knock out this ring rust and get my, trying to get my muscle memory back. Like I used to have a callus on my left thumb from all the controller work and putting in movements. That callus is almost completely gone, and now it's just a matter of getting back into shape and trying to remember those inputs, get the timings, reestablish this callus on my left thumb, and hopefully I'll be kind of decent. And see, even right there with the Shinyuken, okay, that was a solid input. I thought I cheesed it again, but yeah, it was an experience. First time playing Street Fighter Alpha 2 in almost 15 years. Thank you for watching. Thank you for paying attention to the commentary. You folks have a good one. Jolly Yellow out.